Hey Todd, this is Calvin over here at Mr. and Mrs. Leeds. I just wanted to shoot you this video real quick to take a look at your website. Sorry I didn't get to it over the weekend with Easter and all that good stuff. But anyways, looking at your website here, I see that I went back in history and I took a look to see how far back this goes, and I went all the way back to 2016. So it looks like not much has really changed with the overall like website design since then. So yeah, definitely. Would love to help you guys revamp your website. When I did a Google search for you guys to see how many pages Google can actually see, I got 14 results, but I don't count the first result because it's from Google. So I'm guessing anywhere between 15 to 20 pages by the time we're done with your website is probably what we'd be looking at. Looking at your rankings, now I did notice. That we don't have a lot of stats going on here. When I looked at your organic search over time, like there has been some work that was done over time, but it comes and goes. The organic search for your website, it looks like you're getting found for a lot of keywords back in March of 2018, and then it just kind of like went down through July 18, and I think there was a major algorithm update that happened during that time period. I'd have to double check and see, but you could have been affected by that algorithm update from not updating your website or whatever. But it looks like it started kicking back up here, helping your website getting found for keywords towards February 2019 is kind of where it peaked. And then it's been falling ever since. It kind of started picking back up here in February of this year, and then it's starting to go back down again. So if I go in here and take a look at some of the keywords that you're getting found for, that's actually bringing you traffic. You got like Springs Roofing, GAF, Warranty PDF, Shingle Options, GAF Ward. So this is all like very generic stuff. So Roofing Companies Colorado. So this is going to be like a money keyword. This is going to be somebody that has an intent of buying or buyer intent. If somebody's searching something like that. Not a whole lot of volume here, so only 20 people on average are searching for something like this each month. And it is broad. It's Colorado, not specific to the city. But you are getting a small amount of traffic from that for being currently in position 24, which is halfway down the third page. So if there's 10 results per page, 24 would get you halfway down the third page. So roofers in Colorado Springs. Now this is definitely a money keyword. You got 30 people on average a month searching for this. This is specific to the city. It's specific to what you do. People are paying on average $25 cost per click. So if somebody was to pay like Google Ads to be found for roofers in Colorado Springs, anytime a user would click on their ad, it would cost that company $25 to Google. So and that's if even if that person never buys from that person, that's still how much it costs to get in front of that person. So keyword difficulty, somewhere around 15. So the fact that you're getting found for this on the third page, because you guys do have longevity, I feel like it's not going to be hard for us at all to get you back up there to where you need to be. Colorado Springs Roofing Contractor is another one. This one people are actually paying more, $70 cost per click. You're at the top of the fourth page, and I feel like definitely you could capitalize on this keyword alone, just getting to the top page. Because if people are paying $70 cost per click, there's a very good chance that getting found for this is going to land you a lot of jobs. So that's what I can see here. When I did a Google search for roofing companies in Colorado Springs, for example, you got all the ads first. So these are people that are paying Google Ads. We do offer that service as well, but there is a management fee. So you pay the management fee for us to set it up and run your ads, and then and manage it, and then you basically spend with Google. So you tell us like, okay, this is how much I would have available for this week or this month or whatever, and then we'll configure the settings so that way you're not overspending. But we can do that for you, so that way you're just taking up more positions in the search results. So you're always going to see the ads first. Being that roofing is such a competitive niche, I'm not surprised to see 4 ads right here at the top of the maps. So obviously the second part of this would be the maps. This has a lot to do with your citations, so getting listed in different directories like Yelp or Yext or yellow pages, stuff like that, and we can help you out with that from the SEO side of things. But from after the ads, you're going to see the map section. So looking in here, you got Premier Roofing, Reliable Roofing Systems, Divine Roofing. And this is obviously based off of my my exact location. But if I scroll down here, we got Integrity Roofing, Cheyenne Mountain Roofing on top. So we got all these people ahead of you, so we want to try to beat them out. And the way that we're going to do that is by getting the same type of citations that your competitors are doing, and then adding a little bit more, so that way you have more of them in the long run. So I am not seeing you in here, but we can definitely work on that as part of your SEO services. So I'm just going to go back and then go back to the organic listings. So we got Angie's List, Total Roofing Co., Expertise, BBB, Home Advisor, PremierRoofing.com, Divine Roofing, Peakview Roofing. So the only time you're going to get in the top 3 right here is if you're actually on the front page somewhere. And generally, Google likes to see the small businesses as opposed to like the Home Advisors and Yelp and all these big companies. And then, of course, we got 3 ads right down here at the bottom. So Total Roofing Co. is kind of all over the place. They're in the organic, they're in the maps, they're in the ads. They're kind of, you know, dominating there. Same thing with Divine. And so let's take a look at Total Roofing Co. as like one of your top competitors, because they're really doing a lot to really get that customer base. So I'm going to go back into my tool here that I use to look at your website, and I'm going to look at their website now. And this is just Ahrefs. This is a company that basically purchases information from Google, and they do their own scans and stuff. And this gives me information about websites that I'm not currently working with. So once I'm working with a company, then I'll have access to all the Google data and everything directly from Google. But until I have access to that information, this gives me a good idea of what they're doing. As you can see, the number stats, like if I put you guys side by side, and I'll go back here to the overview, and I'll try not to make this too long. I'll try to wrap this up here, but see how your stats are very, very low. The amount of backlinks and domains that you guys have are affecting the amount of keywords that you have, which is in return affecting the traffic. So this is saying on average, you're getting about 2 people to your website a month from the search, and that could just be somebody there at the office. Now compare that to Total Roofing Co., who's got 138 referring domains, which is getting them 1,400, almost 1,500 backlinks, which is getting them found for 423 keywords, bringing them 481 traffic on average, and this is just increasing because I'm sure just like some of these other companies that I'm experiencing, they're ramping things up during this downtime to kind of prepare for when the floodgates open back up. You can see their power, their stats, and then I can look at their search. So I can see like how long they've been kind of maintaining these positions and holding these keyword rankings. So in order to beat them out, we're going to need to hold them just like they're doing, or hold them for longer and push more power. If we're looking at their keywords, see what actually is bringing them traffic. Total Roofing Colorado Springs, so this is like their name brand. Roofing Colorado Springs Co. So this is another keyword that we'd want to go after. By them being in first position organically, they're getting 46 people on average to their website a month. That's insane. Roofing Contractors Colorado Springs, I think you were on the 4th page. They're on position number 2. So on the very first page, all the way up at the top, that's bringing them 42 people on average to their site. So by you being in the 4th page, you're only getting a fraction of that, so 0.02 or something like that, I think is what it was. And I can go back here and check, and Colorado Springs Roofing Contractors, so 0.00 or 0.01. So roofing contractors. So as you can see here, they're really dominating the high-end keywords. All these cost per clicks: $45 cost per click, $30 cost per click, $30 cost per click. So they're really attacking a lot of these money keywords. And for your SEO efforts, we'd want to do the same exact thing. Same thing with marketing, or if you wanted to go and get some ads as well, or if you'd like to have us manage those, it all kind of works together. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. This has brought you some insight as to what I can see is going on with your company, with what your competition's kind of doing, and seeing how we can kind of copy that. One last thing I want to show you, just kind of to give you an idea of what this all means. I know this can kind of be complicated, but referring domains is just websites that are linking back to them. So if I go to Total Roofing, You know, they got a Bitcoin forum, KOAA.com, which is the news, New Star Local Easy, which is local. This is basically a directory, a whole bunch of different stuff. Looks like a lot of like news stations and TV type stuff, but what we'd want to do is we'd want to go in here and get a lot of these same links as well. Some of them are free, some of them cost money, and that's what we'd be working on with you for your SEO efforts, just to get you in front of more people, and essentially just, you know, have you do what your competition's doing, but then do a little bit more so that way you can beat them. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I've rambled on long enough. Let me know what you think about the video, and I'll talk to you soon.